I'm Foy Kamutu, and today we have Miss Mutunga, Gladys the Nutritionist, and we are here to talk about dieting and how to improve your dieting, your health, and discussing how to. Hi guys, this is Raising Boys with Glado the Nutritionist. Welcome today. We are with my sister here. We want to discuss, she has some questions, so she'll be asking me some questions that concerns nutrition, and I'll be answering them as we discuss in a lengthy way concerning nutrition. So, karibu guys, let's do this together. Hi, my name is Foy Kamutu, and as my sister has said, I have some questions to ask her about nutrition, and as I learn, you'll learn too. So, karibu. What's more important, the taste of the nutrition?
So we always say that we should put life into food. Tasty food is good because it is appetizing and it is palatable. But what is important is the importance of that food, the nutrition wise of that food. Is the food balanced? Is the food clean? Is the food sufficient? So the taste does not really determine, the taste is not really important. What is important is what is in the food. We always say that put life into food. So the taste is not the issue here. In nutrition, we are about the healthy diets than the taste. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you satisfied?
Yes.
Okay.
So, what are the 6 categories of nutrients?
So, when we talk about nutrients, we are talking about carbohydrates, we are talking about proteins, we are talking about vitamins, we are talking about minerals, we are talking about water. Okay, so those are some of the things that make up nutrition. Those are the nutrients that are in the food, that as whole we term them as nutrition. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fiber is another important component of food, so it is also there in that category. Yeah.
Okay. How important is good nutrition?
Importance of good nutrition. Good nutrition is important in so many ways. In the community, good nutrition is very, very important, because when a community is well fed, the children are able to learn, they're able to go to school, they're able to learn, they're able to play. So it means that even economically, people will be productive, or the economy will be doing well. Why? Because people have the strength, people have the capabilities, their brain is well fed. If the children, for example, the kids, they're able to go to school and learn, and they'll be productive even in future. If you don't have good nutrition, you won't be productive even at your place of work. You won't have good health to do whatever that you are doing. So for a country to be productive in form of socially, economically, we must have good nutrition. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. How important is tasting food?
Tasting. What do you mean?
How
While
okay, like
while cooking or
okay, after you have cooked,
uh-huh.
you like tasting. How do you feel? The taste is important. Tunasemanga chakula ni utamu. So how is that taste important?
The taste is itself. So that question is a bit tricky because, as I said, in nutrition the taste is really not important, but there are some conditions where you have to be keen about the taste, whereby a patient is have a good appetite. You have to provide food that is edible to them. So that is where I can say that the taste is very, very important. Also, there are conditions where you have to eliminate salt, or if at all you are using salt, it is in minimal. Also, in children, you have to taste food so that you can be assured that that food is fit for the child, or that food is fit for a hypertensive patient. Okay, so that we don't want to give food with a lot of salt. So those are some of the scenarios whereby it is important to taste the food. But basically what is important is the quality of food. What is in the food? Is the food clean? Is the food balanced? Is the food made in accordance to whoever you are making it for? For example, for a diabetic patient, the food will not be exactly the same as for a little child. Are you getting the point? So in nutrition, it is not really about the taste, but basically you have to taste the food so that you are able to know what kind of food am I presenting to the people. Yeah.
Okay, is this word in nutrition about malnutrition? What is that?
Malnutrition is basically deficiency. Okay, if I for example, there are, like, for example, marasmus and kwashiorkor. Kwashiorkor is basically lack of intake of proteins. Okay, so those are two best examples of malnutrition, because the deficiencies are evident. You're able even to see them. As a person gets in, you're able to identify. You're able to see the edema. You're able to see the tummy. You're able even to see the face, how the face is. Okay, you're able even to see the hair. So those are the common malnutrition that you are really able to see with your own eyes. The others that you'll have to be reassured from the lab. Okay, others you'll have to you'll judge them from the opportunistic diseases that are evident. Okay, if a child cannot walk, a child cannot even hold himself and is old enough to do such things, such activities, without even further tests, we're able to know maybe this child is deficient of vitamin D. Okay, and maybe they are suffering from rickets. Okay, so that is what we mean by malnutrition. It is a deficiency of a food component that is necessary for a certain development. Yeah.
Okay, and can you fix malnutrition? Like, can you prevent it or maybe? Yeah?
Prevention is better than cure, and we are able to really prevent malnutrition very well, and that is why we always recommend that make a nutritionist your friend, okay, so that there are things that we assume, and we finally get ourselves into problems because we ignored nutrition, okay. And every disease is attached to nutrition, okay. So we are able to prevent malnutrition by understanding what is nutrition and why we eat food. What food are you eating? Are you eating the right foods? Okay, are you eating the right quantities? Okay, are you eating well prepared and cooked food? Because for example, if you overcook vegetables, yes, you had the vegetables, but the food no longer have the nutrients that will help you. So even the method of preparation of food is very, very important. You could be having oranges, but the whole time you've been exposing the oranges in the sun, meaning it lost its value, okay. So those are some of the key points about nutrition. So if you're able to know how is a certain food prepared, what am I missing, okay, if you have that information, you're able to prevent malnutrition. Okay, malnutrition also can be corrected, and it is not an easy task. It is not easy to correct malnutrition. Some things are so irreversible. Things like kwashiorkor. If a child is not taken care of when they are still young, those are things that will be evident even in future, okay. If you don't take care of for example, rickets, if you don't take your child outside for vitamin D, these are some of the things that will be evident even in future, okay. But if they are noticed early enough, you are able to prevent such things. Yes.
Wow. So, okay. There's this question, which is the best meal to skip?
What?
Which is the best meal to skip?
The best meal to skip?
Okay, like maybe lunchtime, lunchtime, break time, and evening, now dinner. Now, which is the best? Like you avoid, maybe I'm not a breakfast person, I'm not a lunch person, I'm not a dinner person. So which is the best?
The best answer I'll give for that question is, what is your occupation? Because I'll assume that you're active, you're supposed to eat so much in the morning, or you're supposed to skip the night food and maybe work at night. Maybe you are active at night, okay. So I won't really say that you're supposed to skip the night food or the lunch food or the breakfast food. What you're supposed to know is what are the quantities that I'm supposed to eat, okay. Which are the times when I'm so active, I'm very, very active. That is the time when you really need a lot of energy, okay. What is your goals? There are people who are in certain regimes like intermittent fasting, okay. So you really need to know where am I, what are my goals, so that you're able to know this is equal. Because we always assume that, we always tell people that breakfast is the most important meal for a person. And why do we say that? Because most of the people arise in the morning to go to work, meaning that is when their body is very, very active. Okay, during lunch, you will notice that most of the people are not at home. They are not so keen on healthy diet. People will feed on what is available. Okay, if it is a student, they will not some of these healthy meals, if at all offered in hotels, they are not affordable for students. What does that mean? That student will prefer to take fast food, which are readily available and they are affordable for them. Okay, what does that tells you? For a student, you won't really tell them to skip the night food. You won't tell them to skip the morning food. Okay, so that to go and feed on junk. Okay, so it depends on where you are and what are your goals. If you work at night, well and good, feed well during supper when everyone is eating, so that you're able to go to work. If you are a watchman, if you are, you see. So if maybe you are a night nurse, and you need to relax during the morning hours, I won't tell you to feed in the morning like anyone else. Okay, you'll have to be unique and you'll feed in the night, so that you have the energy even to keep you awake, to take care of the patient, to feed your brain to think. Okay, yeah. So but basically, what I can the manner in which I'll answer that question is understand your schedule, and if you're about to sleep at a certain time, whichever time that you're going to sleep, make sure that you minimize on your food, in terms of quantity and mostly carbohydrates. Okay, yeah.
Okay, this term, nutrients. What are nutrients, and how can you limit those nutrients? There are, of course, there are nutrients that we can't feed. So, what are nutrients, and how can you limit those nutrients?
No, I'll correct you. You cannot say that there are nutrients you cannot feed, because nutrients are components of food. Nutrients is what we get from food. Okay, that is what the body utilizes. The body utilizes nutrients. Okay, so really, if a certain food has nutrients, you cannot say that it is not edible. Okay, all nutrients are edible. What matters is the food that you are eating, are the nutrients balanced? Okay, are they sufficient? Are they clean? Okay, have they been prepared well? Are the nutrients still there in the food? Because nutrients are what the body utilizes. Okay, so if at all a certain food has nutrients, they are needed in the body. But now what will matter is the quantities. Okay, yeah, the quantity of nutrients is what matters. Yeah, did I answer your question?
Okay, I feel you never answered my question, because I asked which nutrients can you limit?
It depends. It depends. Everything has its limitation. Okay? And that's why I told you, you are supposed to know the quantities of food that you should eat, to know the quantities of nutrients that your body requires. Okay? For example, I'll give an example of water-soluble vitamins. Okay? Water-soluble vitamins mean they are not stored in the body. Okay? So if you have excess of water-soluble vitamins, for example, if you have like one of the sources of water-soluble vitamins, an example of water-soluble vitamins is vitamin C. And one of the sources of vitamin C is oranges. Okay? So it means that for you to have enough vitamin C, okay, you need provision of vitamin C each and every day. Why? Because if I take an orange today, okay, and I benefit from vitamin C, tomorrow, even if I took 10 oranges, I won't say that I'll not take fruits rich in vitamin C, because yesterday I took 10 of them. Why? Because the excess was flushed out through urine. Okay? So it means that you have to keep replenishing what? Vitamin C. Are you getting my point? Have I answered your question?
Yeah.
Have I answered? Yeah.
Okay. Many people are struggling in losing weight. So this can I use this term? People say you lose weight by exercising and eating less. So can you lose weight by less eating and more exercising, or how does losing weight occur?
One of the things that you must ask yourself is, in the first place, why are you adding weight? Okay? There are people who add weight because they eat a lot. There are people who add weight because they eat a lot and the energy is not utilized. Okay? There are people who eat a lot because they are stressed up, meaning their weight is from the stress that they are experiencing. Okay? There are people who add weight or put on weight because the metabolism is not right. Okay? There are people who put on weight because they are sick, like a condition like diabetes. Okay? There are people who are generally heavy because, or they have the weight because already they were born with the weight. Okay? It is genetic. Okay? They already have the fat cells. Okay? So there are so many reasons why people put on weight. Okay? So one of the ways in which you can help yourself in losing weight is to understand yourself. Okay? No, why am I losing weight? What is my occupation? Okay? How does my body behaves? Okay? That is how now you'll be able to lose weight. Okay? Yeah.
Okay, guys.
So we cannot use the same process in weight loss. No, we cannot use the same process. Each and everyone has their unique ways and ways in which they can lose weight. But now, the common and the standard way in losing weight is, one, making sure that you are eating balanced food, okay, healthy food, okay, calorie conscious, okay, that you're able to know this is the amount of food that I'm supposed to do what? To eat, okay? And that will depend on also your activities, okay? It will depend on your activities. It will depend on your age. It will depend on your health, okay? From there now, you have to back up with exercises. There are so many exercises that one can do even without going to the gym. Okay? Even walking is an exercise. Okay? Yeah, walking is an exercise. Eh? Doing some chores in the house, it is one of the exercises. So, counting your calories and backing up with exercises, okay? And minding your lifestyle, because if you are stressed up, you first manage your depression or the stress that you are experiencing, okay, so that you are able, your body has is able to balance your hormones, okay, so that your body is running under favorable condition, okay, so that now you are able to manage the weight. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, guys. As for me and my house, we have learned something. Hope you have learned. Thank you guys for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment below. We'll address that issue next time. And also, observe what the nutritionist has advised. I've learned about healthy ways of making my diet. I don't want that big fat. I want a good body. Of course, I have to invest in that. And also, I have to forget that I need a healthy lifestyle. I need to reduce some stress. I need to balance what I eat. And at least my BMI has to be on point. So, guys, follow the advice and it will be up. Don't forget to follow us for you, Kamutu and Glado the Nutritionist. Bye.
Bye, guys.